Myself C.S. Patel from MCGM Virtual Class welcome all of you. Due to the global pandemic, this year's educational session is being affected. In such a situation, our Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation has taken an initiative to provide every student online education. So let's get started. Hello students, yes, we will learn today 8th standard. Yes, you are seeing my English book at standard 8, subject English, and student today's lesson is Androcles and the Lion. Androcles and the Lion. Nice story students, we will see today. So students, myself C.S. Patel from Virtual Training Center, Dadar, Mumbai. So now let us start. Androcles and the Lion. Okay students, now look, a short story. Long ago, there lived a kind, gentle and courteous man called Androcles. But he had a very cruel master. So cruel means willfully causing pain to others. Cruel. So students, you have seen Androcles and his master who was very cruel. In those days, kings, nobles and other wealthy men used poor people as their slaves. So slaves means students in our mother tongue we say gulam. See further. Slave. Slave means especially in the past a person who is the legal property of another and is forced to obey them. Yes, that I earlier told. In our mother tongue, we say gulam. So students, see further. The slaves were forced to work for their masters. See the image, forced to their master. They had to do what their masters told them. They had no freedom, no rights even when they were unhappy with the masters. They could not leave him. They were bound to law to obey their master, however wicked he might be. So students, you can see how the slave's condition you are seeing in the image. Okay, now see further what happened. Androcles did not like his heartless, wicked master. His master starved his slaves and often whipped them. So whipped them. So students, whip means beaten with a whip. Whip in our mother tongue we say koda. So you can see the image how slaves are beaten. Yes. So you are seeing Androcles felt that even death was better than serving such a master. He kept looking out for a good opportunity. Opportunity means chance. At the first chance he got, he escaped from the clutches of his cruel master. यानी स्टूडेंट्स anyhow he managed to escape. किसी तरह से वो बच निकलने में कामयाब रहा. Okay students, now see further in the story. See students, Androcles escaped. Now, although Androcles had thus run away, means escaped, he was not a coward. Coward means timid. He took shelter in a forest. He was not afraid of wild beasts. Beast means students, note down. Beast means animals. Yes. So he was not afraid of wild animals that roamed. Roamed means yes, moving here and there in the forest. He did not mind that he had no roof over his head. No roof over his head. He was happy that he was free as a bird to go wherever he wished. Now he was happy because he was free. So Androcles was now happy because he was free. Now see further, students. In the story we see what happened the next. One day, as he was wandering in the forest, he means here Androcles, in the forest, he suddenly came face to face with a lion. His first reaction was turn and flee. So students, now he was seeing the lion and his first reaction was to turn and flee. But then he saw that the lion had not moved on seeing him. He neither growled nor roared. In fact, it looked at him piteously as if it was great pain. Means lion was feeling great pain. So students, wandering means yes, traveling aimlessly from place to place. That is called wandering. So note down. Now see the next in this story. What happened? So when Androcles drew near, the lion lowered its head and began to lick its paw. Yes, there was some problem. Paw means, yes, often animal feel or scratch with a paw. See students, there was a problem in lion's paw. Then Androcles saw that lion's paw was wounded, sore and swollen. So what is the meaning of swollen? So note down. Swollen means a swelling is often a side effect of a injury. Side effect of a injury. So students, you can see in the image how yes, lion was feeling so. See the next in the story. On a closer look, Androcles noticed that a big thorn had pierced one of the lion's toes. So this is the cause of the lion's distress, thought Androcles. So pierced means students go right through, especially with something sharp. So students, a thorn means in our mother tongue we say कांटा, यानी students उसको बड़ा सा कांटा उसके पाँव में चुभ गया था. Okay. Now what happened? You are seeing in the image. Androcles took the paw in his left hand. Deeply he pulled out the thorn. Then, tearing a piece of his own clothing, the kind man bound up the lion's injured paw. To his surprise and wonder, the lion then licked his arm as if so gratitude. So students, how the lions now is feeling something better. Yes. So yes, to his surprise and wonder, the lion then licked his arm. His means Androcles, as if it showed its gratitude. Yes. Now see further in the story. What happened the next? Androcles remained with the lion till it could walk again. He would hunt in the forest and share his food with the helpless beast. Every day he would clean and dress the lion's wound. Soon the lion was able to move about. Many times it followed Androcles wherever he went. So since how you are seeing that Androcles served the lion many times. In the meanwhile, Androcles' master had complained to the authority that his slaves Androcles had run away. Authorities means, so note down, the power or right to give orders. Yes, that is called authorities. Okay, students. Now see further. So it so happened that Androcles had gone out alone. While the lion rested near the cave, both of them fell into the hands of the soldiers. So students, you are seeing the soldiers took them back to the city. They put Androcles in the chain in a prison. The lion was caged. So students, you are seeing कि किस तरह से वे दोनों पकड़े जाते हैं. एंड्रोक्लीस को रखा जाता है चेन में, जंजीर से बांध कर, और शेर को पिंजरे में बंद कर दिया जाता है. So students, see further in the story. In those days, people who were found to be guilty of serious crime were fed to wild beasts as a punishment. Running away from one's master was a very serious crime at that time. Therefore, Androcles too was thrown to the wild beasts. So, students, you are seeing that the punishment was so big. Means, students, Androcles have to face. Means, students, you are seeing death penalty. Yes, in those days, you are seeing. Yes, this kind of offense occurred. Death penalty. See, students, what happened in the story next. So on the appointment day, the emperor arrived at the circus and took his place. The crowds cheerfully loudly. The trumpeters blew the trumpet and Androcles was brought into the arena. So students, arena means stadium. Trumpeters means, see, trumpeters means a person who plays a trumpet. Yes. Now chains were unbound. He felt weak and dismayed. So students, dismayed means, so note down, to bother. He was certain that this was the last day of his life. At the opposite end, a gate was raised and a ferocious lion was released into the arena. Students, now Androcles was thinking that today it was his last day because a ferocious lion was released into the arena. Now students, see what happened the next in the story. Yes, ferocious means beaten with a whip. Beaten with a, ferocious means, students, not beaten with whip. So do correction. Ferocious means खूंखार. In our mother tongue we say खूंखार, यानी बहुत ही जो जिसे भूखा रखा जाता है, जो बहुत खूंखार हो जाता है, इस तरह के लायन की स्थिति थी. सो मेक अ करेक्शन. ferocious means यहाँ पर खूंखार. Yes. So do the correction. Now see, students in the last, what happened. The lion saw Androcles and rushed toward him, bounding and roaring. But suddenly it stopped in its track. Then it moved slowly forward. All its rage seemed to have melted. Androcles saw this too. Each friend recognized the other. So students, the lion saw Androcles and rushed toward him. Yes, bounding and roaring. तो बच्चों यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं. Now lion, जो कि yes, he was so ferocious. तो बच्चों जैसे ही वो तेजी से उसके पास पहुंचता है, Androcles के पास, but suddenly it stopped in its track. Then he moved slowly forward. आगे बढ़ता है. All its rage seemed to have melted. जो rage का मतलब स्टूडेंट्स एंगर, क्रोध, गुस्सा, जो कुछ था सब उसका पिघल जाता है, ठंडा हो जाता है. Why? Because Androcles saw this too. Androcles ने भी इसे देखा. Each friend recognized the other. क्योंकि दोनों जो दोस्त हैं, yes, Androcles और lion एक दूसरे को पहचान लेते हैं. Okay students, now see further in the last story what happened. See. To everyone's amazement, the lion bounded toward Androcles again. But when it reached him, it began to purr and rub its nose against him. Androcles hugged the lion. He wept with relief and joy. The audience, including the emperor, watched this tender sight in great wonder. So students, see what happened in the arena, means in the stadium, where the 1,000 people were gathered. They were totally surprised. What is going on in the stadium? Ferocious lion and man, yes, what's going on? So students, the audience including the emperor too was this tender sight in a great wonder and they were totally amazed. तो सब लोग बिल्कुल चकित हो गए, अरे ऐसा क्या हो गया, लायन इतना खूंखार और भूखा और इस तरह से एक इंसान से इस तरह की दोस्ती कैसे हो गई. सो दे वर टोटली अमेज्ड, सब बिल्कुल परेशान थे, इवन किंग टू, राजा भी. एंड स्टूडेंट्स, at the last, when the emperor asked Androcles what other reward he would like, Androcles replied that he did not want anything for himself, but he wanted a lion to be set to free to. यानी उसने कुछ कहा कि हमको कुछ और नहीं चाहिए, मीन्स लायन और उसको छोड़ने की बात कही. ये बट ही वांटेड द लायन टू बी सेट फ्री टू. यस, छोड़ दिया जाए उसको. द टू फ्रेंड्स वेंट बैक टू द फॉरेस्ट टू लिव a free life. और दोनों दोस्त जंगल की ओर चले गए. Okay students, so this was the short story. Now students, practice session. Find from the story the antonyms, means opposite word of the following. So students, practice here. Kind's opposite cruel, poor's opposite rich. So note down. Slave's opposite master, high's opposite low. Okay students, so students, subscribe BMC channel and press the bell icon to get all notifications. Students, we have completed today's session, so work hard. We will meet later. Thank you very much.